Now the next terminology, receivables. Receivable means debtors plus bills receivable, receivables are jointly known as receivables. Debtors and bills receivable collectively known as receivables. When I say it's a receivable is how much, it means I want to know the debtors plus bills receivable. Suppose the debtors is 20,000 and receivable is 5,000, bills receivable, it means total receivables is 25,000. Total receivables is 25,000. Okay. Now come to the next terminology, creditors. Now come to the next terminology, creditors. Creditors. Creditors is the person or party from where we have purchased the goods on credit. From where the business has purchased the goods on credit. When the business purchase the goods, business is the separate entity. When the business purchase goods from the supplier, whosoever the supplier may be the X company limited is the supplier. X company limited is the supplier. When the business purchase goods from the supplier, purchase goods on credit from the supplier. There may be the various supplier. There is a one supplier, there may be the another supplier, Y company limited, maybe the third supplier, Z company limited. They are the supplier. They supply the goods to the business on credit. In other words, you can say business purchase the goods on credit from this supplier. Suppose business purchase the goods from Y on credit 20,000, from X 40,000. From Y, the business purchase goods on credit from Y 40,000. And these amount the business not yet paid to them till date, or you can say at the last day of the financial year, not yet paid, not yet settled, this 1 lakh. So these suppliers are jointly known as creditors. These suppliers, supplier X, supplier Y, supplier Z, X limited company, Y limited company and Z limited company are jointly known as, collectively known as, because they have not, the business has not paid the amount 20, 40 and 40. So they are collectively known as creditors of rupees. They are creditors of 1 lakh. 1 lakh creditors, 20,000 plus 40,000 plus 40,000. So creditor is 1 lakh. So creditors is the person or the party or to the firm or a company from where the business purchased the goods on credit. And the business has not settled their dues till date. Whatever the amount left, jointly these suppliers are called creditors. Collectively, they are called creditors. So the total creditors of the firm is 1 lakh for 20, 40, 40. Suppose out of these 20, the business has paid, out of this 20, 10,000 is paid. So remaining is 10. Here the business has paid 30, so remaining is 10. Here the business has paid 40, so no balance, nil. Now the business creditor is only Y, X and Y are the creditor of the business, and the amount is 10 and 10. So total creditor will be now 20,000. And in this creditor, X and Y comes under this creditor. Z is not going to cover under this creditor because Z has settled. We have settled the amount to Z. So there is no balance left. The business has settled the whole amount as on date, so there is no balance left. So the only creditor is the balance amount which is not yet paid by the business to them. So 10 and 10, 20 is the creditor. Creditors is 20, and under this creditor only these two company comes, company X and company Y. So creditor is your current liability. Creditor is your current liabilities. It is your current liabilities. It is your current liabilities. So is it clear what is creditor? Creditors are the person or party or firm or company from where the business means our business has purchased the goods on credit. Business has purchased the goods on credit from there, and the amount is not yet settled to them. Whatever the amount which is not settled to them, we will find out those amount, and we will find out those supplier to whom the amount is not settled, and those supplier to whom the amount is not yet settled are collectively known as our creditors. Means we have to pay that amount in future to them. So they are called the current liabilities. They comes under the current liabilities. Okay. Next terminology is your bills payable. Bills payable. Bills payable. In the previous topic of bills receivable, we have discussed the bills payable, but once again, bills payable. Bills payable. Bills payable is the current liability. It's our current liability. So, when the business purchase the goods, goods on credit, suppose purchase goods on credit from A Limited company. Purchase goods on credit from A Limited company of rupees 70,000. Now, A company limited draw a bill. Who has drawn the bill? A company limited draws a bill on B company. A company limited draws a bill on business. Okay, draw a bill on business. A company limited who supplied the goods on credit to B company limited. If A company limited don't have the trust to this business, then A company limited may draw a bill on the business. And when the business accept this bill, after acceptance, when the business accept that bill, draw a bill on the business, and when the our business accept it, for business point of view, it is bills payable. And after acceptance, when the bill is returned to A after acceptance, the same bill for A company limited will be bills receivable. So, and here the A company limited is the drawer of the bill. When the A company limited draw a bill on business, on our business, and we accept that bill, then for us it's a bills payable. We are liable to pay the amount of the bill as per the terms and condition mentioned in the bill, we are liable, the business is liable to pay that amount on the due date, which is mentioned in the bill as per the terms and condition. Then for business, it's a bills payable, it's a current liability, it's a current liability, it's a current liability. And after acceptance, when the bill is returned to A Company Limited, when it comes to the A Company Limited, for them it's a bills receivable, and for them it's a current assets, current assets. So bills is a documentary evidence, bills is a documentary evidence, bills is a documentary evidence drawn by the drawer and accepted by the drawee. And after acceptance, for drawer it is a bills receivable, and for drawee it becomes the bills payable. Same bill is, for drawer point of view, it's a bills receivable, and for drawee point of view, it's a bills payable. One has to receive the money and one has to give the money. Drawer will receive the money, will get the money on the due date, and drawee will pay the money on the due date on the basis of this bill, which is drawn by the A Limited, accepted by the business. Okay. One more example. Suppose there are the two forms, Form A and Form B. Form A, purchased goods from B Limited, purchased goods. Purchased goods. From whom? B Limited. It means B Limited is the supplier. So when the form purchased goods from B, and it means the B, when the B draw a bill on A, bill drawn by A, drawn by B over A, then B is the drawer and A is the drawee of the bill, drawee. And when that bill is accepted by A has accepted this bill, from him it is bills receivable, and for A it's a bills payable. The same bill, for him it's a bills payable because business is liable, A is liable to pay that amount and B will get the amount in future. So for him it is a bills receivable.